Hello and welcome to Fantasy Gate. I'm Jonathan,
Jeffrey.
I'm Laura.
and tonight we are going to be playing some fun trivia. Me and Jeffrey have long had a little bit of a rivalry on who has better knowledge for the Eragon series, also known as the Inheritance Cycle.
This video is gonna be less about who knows the trivia and more about who has the better reflexes.
We will find out. So, I said we get all paired up and ready, and we start this.
So once again, we're using the apps for the buzzers. I'm reading the questions. Most of these don't have multiple choices. Check that. But just like before, these all have multiple choice. So if you don't need the multiple choice, you get 10 points. If I have to do the multiple choice, then you get 5 points.
Well, apparently we have a new house rule. I'm not allowed to buzz in until the question has been fully asked.
Yes.
Because if you buzz in 2 words, you get those 2 words and that's it. And that's not fair. And I have to switch back from between like the trivia and the buzzing app. So I can't tell if they buzzed in until after I actually finish the question.
Yeah.
So
All right.
them's the rules.
We are prepared.
Question number 1. Who does Eragon live with? I promise they're harder. Jeffrey.
Eragon lives on a farm in Carvajal with his uncle Garrow and his cousin Rory.
That is correct.
Nicely
10
played.
points. Okay, so question 2. Triana is put in charge of Nasuada's plan to use Blink, made with magic, to finance
Okay,
the
hold up.
Guardians' war.
But he
I hit
buzzed
it too
in.
soon. I thought you were done.
Okay, well, I finished the question, so what is your answer?
You finished the question after he buzzed in. That's not fair.
Yeah. Do you have a guess, Jeffrey?
Yes.
Okay.
Triana was put in charge of Naswada's plan to fund the Varden's war against the Empire by making silk using magic.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
By making lace.
That is correct.
I
So
always,
you get the points anyway.
mix those two up.
So I think that we do that to keep it fair. If one of us accidentally buzzes in beforehand, the other one gets the answer first. Because I
Or
straight
you
up,
keep your finger off the button until she's done
I
asking the
thought
question.
she was done. I
Because
thought
I twitched towards the button and I stopped myself,
I didn't.
and
I-
you just whack.
I will look from my phone to y'all. Or finish the question and say, what is the answer?
Okay, when she says what is the answer, then we can buzz.
Next question. King Galatorix, who, with the help of the now dead Blink, a group of rogue riders, killed every other rider a century ago. What is the answer? Jeffrey?
The Forsworn.
That is correct.
Do you know what their other name is?
You know, I haven't done that deep of a dive yet. I've been meaning to.
It's in my brain just went blank.
Yeah.
As I was about to say it, and then I asked you the question, and it drove it out.
Yep.
Because the Weird Fell. It's the Elvish name for it.
All right. Next question.
I'm froze.
All right. Next question. What is the name of Angela's werecat? What is the
Uh,
answer?
Solemn Bum. I buzzed in before you finished. I twitched. I apologize. But the answer is Solemn
Well, if you
Bum.
buzzed in before you finish, then let Jonathan answer.
No. Correct.
Well, you
and-
stopped asking the question as soon as he said up, which is the same time I buzzed in. So I didn't get the full question.
but she didn't say what is the answer.
You have to buzz in after. What is the answer?
Pizza's ready. The correct answer is Solemn Bone for 500 points.
It's the rules, Jeffrey.
That is bullshit.
Y'all are tied.
And we have now consumed a pizza.
No, we haven't.
It's magic. Alright, next question.
We are prepared.
Who is the leader of the Varden? Answer no. Jeffrey.
The original creator of the Varden was Brahm. The first leader in the books that we meet is Ajihad, and the current leader at the time of the Varden's victory is Naswada.
That is correct.
But who is the leader between Ashihad and Naswada?
Technically, there was no one leader, it was the council who was leading.
Eragon.
Wrong, because Eragon was the leader after Naswada's capture before she was freed.
True. Okay.
And by the way, I apologize if I'm butchering these names.
So far, you've had them all correct.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next question.
Okay.
Eragon and Saphira decided to. Is it Saphira or Saphira?
Saphira.
Okay, that's what I thought. Eragon and Saphira decided to travel to the forest Blink to be trained as a dragon rider by the elves. Answer no. Jeffrey.
They traveled to the forest of the elves, known as Dueldenwald.
That's correct. You okay over there, Jonathan?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Next question. Which ceremony turns Eragon into an elf-human hybrid? Answer no.
Oh, he clicked before you said answer no.
I clicked when she said answer now.
The question was finished, so I'm going to let him answer.
They were changed into a human-elf hybrid during the ceremony of the Ageti Bloodrin.
That is correct.
The Agati Blotcher. But yes.
You have been warned, sir.
I clicked on answer now.
That is not.
You said answer, and I clicked.
Jeffrey. Alright, next one. What is the name of Serta's capital city? Answer now. Jeffrey.
Oh no! Oh no! I have it!
The capital city of Serta.
Oh!
Serta's capital city. 5, 4, 3,
No!
2, 1. Jonathan.
I would like the multiple choice options, please.
Okay, multiple
Which
choice,
means
but
I
y'all
still have
can
a
both
chance
buzz
to-
in.
Hang on, let me clear out.
Well, she hadn't cleared us out yet.
Oh,
So.
but I screwed up.
Yes, clearly.
Technical difficulties.
We're back to technical difficulties, y'all. All right. And we can click at any time, or you got to say answer now.
I'm gonna give
Answer
you the
now.
answers, and then I'll say answer now.
Okay.
All right. So, what is the name of Serta's capital city? And I'm gonna butcher these names. A. Urbane. B. Douth. Dauth.
Okay.
C. Albernon. Or D. Carvajal. Answer no.
I clicked before you said.
It's C.
That is correct.
My finger twitched!
And let me jump in. But then you get 5 points, so you're at 25. Okay, so scores is 50 to 25 so far. All right, next question. What was found underneath the roots of the
Manoa
tree? Answer now. Jonathan.
It is the star metal that Runan uses to make the rider's swords.
And the name is?
Bright steel.
That is correct.
That little pause there, I was about to say.
No, I was trying not to trip over my words. My mouth was trying to say trite steel, and I was like, it's bright steel, and I couldn't make it work.
Next question.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of already gone over. Who becomes queen after Galbatorix? Answer now.
Oh, you hit that way.
Yes,
early.
I know.
Your answer?
Naswada.
Do you want to just not do that since you already talked about it, or do you want to
No.
have the points?
I want my points.
Oh, okay. You can have your points. Next question. Who is the king of the werecats? Answer now. Jonathan.
I know. Give it. I hit the button too soon.
Okay.
Because I want this to actually be a challenge and not to win because he just pressed the button incorrectly, I would like the multiple choice.
Okay.
Okay. A. Herbert. B. Maud Paul. C. Solomon. Or D. Grimmer Halfpaw. Answer no. Jeffrey?
D. Grimmer Halfpaw.
That is
The fact
correct.
that he's just
I was just gonna let you answer it.
Alright. Correct. Next question. What does Eragon find in the Vault of Souls? Answer no. Jonathan.
That would be Eldenari.
That is correct.
I want the full answer.
He finds Eldenari and dragon eggs, and he also finds a Eldenari that has been placed into a metal suit that is made to look like a half man and half dragon that wields a dragon rider's sword.
And what was the purpose of said suit?
To be there, to be able to be a last line of defense to defend the eggs.
Half answer.
Hmm?
Also to ensure the eggs remain safe.
That's literally what I just said.
Maintenance on
No,
the eggs.
there's no maintenance on the eggs. They're eggs. Anyway, moving forward.
Welcome to Life with the Boys.
We feel a certain type of way about this series.
Yes.
Next question. Who is Aragon's foster brother? Answer no.
You hit it.
I
before-
hit on answer.
You have to wait for answer now.
No, I just have to wait till she starts saying answer now.
No.
He's my answer. Roran's foster brother is no,
No,
Ulrich.
What?
Oh,
Can you say that one more
okay.
time for me?
Ulrich.
No, the whole thing.
His foster brother,
Who's foster brother?
Eragon's foster brother is Ulrich.
You heard what I heard, right?
Ulrich? What?
He said Roran's foster brother.
No.
It's on camera, buddy.
Good, we'll watch it back.
Can we...
Ulrich.
I don't know what to do.
He's correct.
Okay.
Can't believe my brain malfunctioned right there.
It was
Oh,
your
right.
D&D
What?
character's name.
I know.
Alright, next question. What races are joined to the dragons by Eragon at the end of Inheritance?
Ah!
Yes or no?
He clicked first before you said answer now is my question.
Alright.
The races joined after Eragon defeats Galbatorix are the Urgles and the Dwarves.
That is correct. Don't be a jerk about it.
I have no problem owning up if I screw up.
Alright, next question. What does Eragon name his sword? Answer now. Jonathan?
Britzinger.
That is correct. I don't even have to
And
check
its
the answer.
meaning in the ancient language?
It doesn't mean fire, it is
Is
fire.
Alright. Next question.
Ah, I'm locked.
Next question. What is the secret about Arya that is revealed at Ellis Mira? Answer no. Jonathan.
That she is Princess of Elismere and the daughter of the queen.
Yes. The answer is looking for is she is the elven princess. But the queen is an elf and
No,
that'll work. I will accept it.
thank you.
Alright. Next question. Who is Aragon's half brother? Answer no. Jonathan?
His half brother would be Murtagh,
Correct.
and he is his half brother on his mother's side. Selena was Murtagh and Eragon's mother.
Selena was sister to Garrow, mother to both Murtagh and Eragon,
And lover to Brom and
Morzet.
Murtagh.
You didn't let me finish. It is my lore.
Oh, my lord.
Next question.
Moving forward.
Murtaugh is forced to fight for whom? Answer no.
Fuck.
I twitched.
Jonathan?
Galbatorix.
Incorrect. Well,
Is correct.
correct, but it's looking more for what empire?
Oh,
The
the
Empire.
Empire.
No.
They want the actual name of the empire from before Galbatorix took
The
over.
Broderian Kingdom?
Broadening Empire is what the answer would be.
They haven't lit.
They never
Yeah,
actually
they
said
don't.
it. The
No points for
Brodrin
anyone.
Empire was the empire before Galbatorix took over.
I get my points for answering that he was fighting for Galbatorix.
She already added your points.
Oh,
I did not, actually.
I didn't think she did. But she just said no points for anybody.
I get you 5 points.
No, that doesn't sound fair. You just said no points for anybody.
It's a compromise.
No, because that's not fair. You wouldn't have compromised if I'd done it.
Fine.
Okay, next question. At Doru Areba, Areba?
You said it correctly the first time.
Okay. What is the true name of the frogs with fish-like lights hanging off of their head? Answer no.
I think we're in agreement on this one. We're going to need the multiple choice.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Okay. A. Angler toads. And I'm going to say answer no at the end of this. A. Angler toads. B. Light toads. C. Light frogs. Or D. Angler frogs. Answer no.
I was looking for the
Ancient
actual names.
Yeah. I know the answer. I'm digging.
All right.
It's going to be A. Angler frogs.
Incorrect. Wait. You said A was angler toads.
Oh,
So are you answering?
I'm answering angler
frogs?
frogs.
Okay.
He said
that
the
is
answer was
correct.
A.
I said the word.
But you also said the answer is A.
Let us know in the comments if you think this is going to be unfair. Give me my points, please.
You may have 5 points. The 5 points I gave you earlier when I said I was going to give you no points.
I feel cheated.
Alright, next question. What are the names of the dragons still alive at the very end of Inheritance? Answer now.
You hit before she said answer now because I tried to do the same. The names of the dragons still alive after the events of Galbatorix's defeat are Saphira, Thorn, and Faerun. I'm probably going to butcher the actual pronunciation. Faerun.
And I will accept that answer. Alright.
He's seething.
Alright, next question.
Wait, hold up. I have a question.
Okay.
What about all the dragons who are in their Eldenari? They are still alive.
Do not count.
Why?
Because they no longer required food, water, or sleep.
But they're still alive. I'm not arguing for points or anything. I'm just asking debate in general.
Are you talking about that?
They are not alive. They are not alive. They are trapped. They are imprisoned inside their own mind. That is not truly alive.
But they're not dead.
But they're not living either.
But somebody in a
They're
coma
liches.
is still
They're-
alive.
Yeah.
They're liches.
They're liches. We are all in agreement.
I didn't get my points.
Yeah, dude.
No, I didn't. Because I answered the last question when he buzzed in
You
and
went from
went from
75 to
75
Yeah, you
to
went from
85.
75.
And then I just answered that question and should be at 95.
No, you were at 75 and I added you 10 points. You're at 85.
Yeah. Because the
I
question
went from 75 to 85 when I answered about the dragon still alive. This was a completely
the
different
question.
question.
That's the question we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He's
My
winning
brain
extra
doesn't
points.
work.
Okay. Next question.
hmm
Who was the king of Serta? Answer no. Jonathan?
King Orin.
That's correct. Next
You're seething
question.
now, aren't you?
Shut up.
Next question. What is the name of the fully grown Razak? Answer no. Jeffrey?
Leather blocker.
That's correct.
Do you remember what leather blocka means?
No.
Winged stench.
No.
Blocka is winged because dragons were screw blocka.
I'm gonna be looking through that again, but I don't.
I'm pretty
think
sure
you're
it's
right.
winged stench. But anyway, next question.
Next question. Why can no one remember the name of the Forsworn dragons? Answer no. Jonathan?
Because of the banishing of the names, in which the remaining dragons were so ashamed of what the Forsworn dragons had done that they magically removed the ability for them to speak, hear, or name themselves, or for anybody else to remember their names either.
Finish it.
What?
They couldn't even name themselves an eye.
The dragons.
As a
race-
consequence of it, they were stripped of their intelligence slowly over the course of the remainder of their lives, thus becoming little more than animals. And the only two dragons spared from the banishing of the names was Galbatorix's first dragon.
His name was
I didn't say I was giving that. And Shuriken.
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 I will pronounce it how I want. Shuriken, who is the dragon that Galbatorix killed the master of and stole. Want to say it was just after he hatched.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next question. Who was the writer of Saphira the First? Answer no.
I hate you.
Wrong.
This is correct.
I want to put in a little lore question of my own just to see if Jonathan remembers it.
Okay.
What was the name of Brahm's sword?
Unbiter.
Okay.
Okay, this one's a very, very hard one.
Okay.
Eragon. Eragon. Sorry, wrong series. Eragon is in love with whom? Answer no.
Oh.
That was right off the buzzer, but I will give it.
Eragon is in love with Arya, the elvish princess.
That is correct.
Or, well, hold up. That's not entirely correct. Because Arya tells him multiple times that she is not a princess, because she would not be required to take the elvish throne should her mother die.
Either
The answer
way,
is
she
Arya.
bore the title of Princess of the Elves.
I'm plucking
As
it
she
straight.
was the daughter of not only Queen Islanzadi, but also, I forget his name, but it was the Elvish king that Galbatorix personally slew.
Evandar.
Interesting you should say that, because the next question is who is Arya's father? Answer now.
You buzzed before.
I hit just before
Either way, you buzzed before she said answer now.
Alright, fine. Would you like to answer it?
Yes.
Since you couldn't remember the
Yes, I would, because I
Okay.
do remember it. King Evandar.
Of course you fucking remember it, because I just said it.
That teaches you to keep your big mouth shut.
I tried, babe. Alright, next question. Who reveals to Eragon that Brahm is his father? Answer no. Jeffrey?
Oramus and Gladir.
That is correct.
Later.
So this is a multiple choice question.
Okay.
You'll understand. Okay. Which of these is not a town in Allegasia? Select all that apply. So it could be multiple choice.
We have to wait on all of the options.
Yes.
And for her to say answer now.
Yes. A. Gilead. And I'm probably gonna butcher these
You're
two.
good so far.
B. Dothian. C. Saris. D. Bellatona. Answer now.
I have a clarification question.
I already
Okay.
clicked.
Okay, you already clicked?
Yep.
Okay.
The answer is B, Dothan.
That is correct.
Okay.
Are
Thought
you
that,
gonna ask how it is spelled or something?
yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, 2 more questions.
Okay.
Who is the writer of Saphira II? Answer now.
You clicked
Jonathan.
before she said answer now. It's mine.
Did you?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
The answer of Saphira the answer for the writer of Saphira II is Brahm's son, Eragon.
That's correct.
He's seething again. Gotta keep those twitches in check, buddy.
Alright, last question. Nisajwa is the daughter of whom? Answer now.
Oh, I froze.
I already clicked.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was froze.
What is the answer?
Niswada is the daughter of Ajihad.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. Yay! So
He's
someone
only
is-
saying he wants to continue because he's lost.
Yeah, so points right now, Jeffrey's at 155 and Jonathan's at 120.
155? It said 135.
Nope. It said 155.
Well, then mine was way froze the fuck back.
Alrighty, well, number two. Or, yes,
Well,
the
number
first question
one.
was a repeat one. So, this question, what creature is Barst, Galbatorix's key fighter as introduced in Inheritance? Answer now.
Hold up.
What? Jonathan Bust?
Barsh is a human who has an Eldenari underneath his chest plate to increase his abilities.
That's not the answer. That's
His name is Lord Barsh.
He's correct. I was
the
gonna.
answer the quiz is looking for is half elf warrior.
He's
It's
not-
wrong.
Yeah, he's not on
There's
that.
only one technical half elf in the land of Alagasia, and that is Eragon after the Getty Bloodred.
Yeah.
My question was going to be, can you spell the name? Because I have 3 different characters that could go that it could have been, and I did not hear the name you said.
Barst. Barst.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And I
hopefully
think
the rest of this quiz is
She
correct.
hasn't cleared it
Okay.
yet.
okay.
Give me a second.
I was just making sure I wasn't frozen.
Okay, so hopefully the rest of this quiz is right. We'll see.
9 times out of 10, we'll know.
Yep. Number 3. What significant event occurs at Hellgrind in the series? Answer now. Jeffrey?
2 significant events occur at or in the area of Hellgrind. The one that occurs at Hellgrind is the attempted, it succeeds, but the events that lead to Brahm's death, i.e. when the Razak stab Brahm, and the other one is the raid on the Razak's fortress in the Tower of Hellgrind.
Okay, can I ask a question before you tell him?
What specifically do they encounter?
Oh, the cult of the Razak. I forget the actual name of it.
Mm-mm.
And I can't.
I can tell you right now, it's not.
No, it is. I can't give it to you.
My turn?
Yes,
They specifically encounter the Razak and the Leather Blocker.
that's not the answer that they're looking for.
Okay, I gotta know
What are they looking for?
Encounter with the self-mutilating monks.
which is the
Okay,
cult of
yeah,
Hellgrind.
give
That's
him
my
that.
answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, you didn't. I asked this.
It's okay.
And you didn't.
We both had our opportunities.
Okay. Next question.
Okay.
Which character inherits a significant role and shows notable development throughout the series, particularly in Inheritance? Answer now, sorry. But, yeah, go ahead.
The answer is Roran.
That's not the answer they're looking for.
They're looking for Eragon.
The answer
What are they looking for?
I know what they're looking for.
No, I'm curious. What are they looking
starts
for?
with an N.
In.
Niswada.
Yes.
I feel like every
But that was a
Technically, she
very broad
inherits the
question.
leadership of the Vard.
I guess.
That's a broad question, and
There's 3 points.
all three answers would have been
Would have been
correct.
correct.
Okay, no points for that.
This quiz is a lot more subjective than the others.
Yeah. Okay, next question. What is the primary power of the ancient language used in the series? Answer now.
He clicked it before.
All right.
The primary power is to be able to make have your mind channel the ancient language itself. It is not magical itself in the essence that the words and vibrations of your voice control magic, but that you are thinking about the words.
What is it giving you control over?
Oh, magic.
No, incorrect.
The ancient language in its original form was not tied to magic. Magic was a wild force. They tied it to magic to ensure safety over magic, but its true purpose is to prevent the speaker from lying. It gives you control over truth. It gives you control over the thing.
What is it saying?
Control over nature and reality.
My answer was closer than that. No, because that's not actually
Truth and
true.
reality. That's pretty close.
If you know the word,
Half
you
points for
control the thing.
Half points.
both. Okay.
Wait, why did he get half points?
Half points for both of us.
That doesn't seem fair.
Because we're both right.
My answer was
Next
closer.
question. How does Eragon ultimately defeat Galatorix in the final book? Answer.
You hit before she said
I
answer.
hit right as she said, and
No.
Okay, Jonathan.
He ultimately defeats Galbatorix by magically making Galbatorix feel all the pain and suffering that he inflicted upon others.
That was correct.
in other words, he won through the power of friendship and compassion.
And
Love conquers all.
only he could do it. I love
Love. True love.
That's a multiple. This one I'm going to give you multiple choice because, well, I'll give you a chance.
this. Sure.
You might need multiple choice. What is unique about Murtagh and Thorn's relationship compared to Eragon and Saphira? Answer no. Okay, Jonathan.
Murtagh and Thorn's relationship was not torn, but it was strained due to the fact that Galbatorix forced them to serve him, whereas Eragon had the freedom to learn and adapt.
That was correct. Their bond is entirely coercive. Okay, no good. Alright, next question. What phrase signifies the discovery of one's true essence in the series? Answer no. Jeffrey?
To discover one's true name.
That's correct. Ooh, next question. Which character says you underestimate Galbatorix, Eragon, highlighting the cunning of the series' main antagonist? Answer no.
You clicked
Jonathan.
before she
I
said
know.
answer now.
Okay.
That was Ormus.
Incorrect. Jonathan?
That was Braum.
Incorrect.
What are they looking for?
Yeah.
Murtagh.
Yes, he did.
Technically, yeah, at the end of Inheritance.
Yeah.
Good point.
No, eldest, not
Yeah.
Inheritance.
Eldest.
Alright. Last question. Or not last. Yeah, last question. Who becomes the new Dragon Rider introduced towards the end of Inheritance? Answer no. Jeffrey?
That was Arya, whose dragon's name is Faerun.
That is correct. So, final scores.
Mm-hmm.
At a
Why you giving me the finger?
respectable second is my sweet Jonathan. And I guess the first place is Jeffrey with 190.
I have assumed my proper position in the world.
A good night. We hope you enjoyed this. And my knowledge is still superior. He just has faster fingers.
His knowledge is not superior. And I've always had faster fingers.
Okay.
Y'all have a good night. Please like, comment, and subscribe.